In a shocking turn of events, Tesla's highly anticipated Cybertruck is facing bans in over 128 countries, including major markets like the United Kingdom, Germany, Japan, and Australia. This isn't just a minor regulatory hiccup, it's a full-scale blockade that threatens to derail Tesla's boldest project yet. But why? What makes this futuristic electric truck, designed by one of the most innovative companies on the planet, illegal in so many places? Some say it's the ultra-hard stainless steel body. Others claim it's the lack of proper safety regulations. But there's an even bigger twist that nobody saw coming. By the end of this video, you'll understand the real reasons behind these worldwide bans, how Tesla is fighting back, and what this means for the future of the Cybertruck. Just when it seemed Tesla could work its way around these restrictions, UK authorities seized the Cybertruck straight off the streets, declaring it unfit for public roads. This wasn't just a routine enforcement, it was a direct challenge to Tesla's most ambitious vehicle yet. But that was just the beginning. Tesla fans bought into the hype immediately. Within days of its unveiling, the Cybertruck racked up over 250,000 pre-orders, and by 2023, that number had reportedly surpassed 1.9 million reservations. It was shaping up to be one of the most anticipated vehicle launches in history. The electric truck market was heating up, with Ford, Rivian, and GMC all throwing their hats into the ring. But despite the competition, the Cybertruck stood out. It didn't just look different, it challenged everything people thought a truck should be. However, as the excitement grew, so did the resistance. While Tesla's loyal fan base celebrated, regulators were already raising red flags. Safety experts expressed concerns about the truck's rigid design and weight. European authorities were quick to point out that its sharp armored edges posed a serious risk to pedestrians. Road safety regulators in Japan and Australia flagged issues with visibility, compliance with crash standards, and the vehicle's oversized frame. Some automotive analysts also warned that Tesla might face unexpected hurdles in getting the Cybertruck approved for sale in global markets. By early 2024, Tesla's worst nightmare came true. A total of 128 countries slammed the door shut on the Cybertruck, citing legal violations and potential safety hazards. Even in the US, some states began reviewing the vehicle's compliance with existing road safety laws. Most people think this is just about safety regulations, but that's only half the story. More than being just about one vehicle, this is a battle over Tesla's future in the global market. If these bans remain in place, it could cost Tesla billions and threaten its dominance in the electric vehicle industry. So is this really about safety, or is something bigger at play? Make no mistake, this isn't just a ban, it's a warning shot. And anyone could be next. What's happening isn't just another bump in the road for Tesla, it could completely change how governments regulate electric vehicles. If other countries follow the UK's lead, Tesla could be in serious trouble. The Cybertruck isn't like any other vehicle on the market. When Elon Musk first revealed it, he called it a game changer, tougher than any pickup truck, faster than a sports car, and designed to last forever. But here's the problem. The very things that make it so unique are the same reasons why regulators want it off the road. Wait, does this mean Cybertruck owners might not even be able to drive their own trucks? Let's get deeper into what this really means. First, there's the issue of pedestrian safety. In Europe and many other parts of the world, cars are required to have crumple zones, sections that absorb impact during a crash to protect both passengers and pedestrians. The Cybertruck is made of ultra-hard stainless steel, meaning it doesn't crumple in a collision. Instead of absorbing the impact, it transfers all the force directly onto whatever it hits. That could mean serious injuries even in low-speed crashes. This issue was mentioned by Tesla's Vice President of Vehicle Engineering, Lars Marvi, back in 2023. European regulations demand a rounding of 3.22 millimeters on protruding parts, he said. Lars Marvi, VO. Unfortunately, it is impossible to make a 3.2 millimeter rounding on a 1.4 millimeter stainless steel plate. In addition to that, Elon Musk had at one time hinted that a Europe-friendly version could be on the way. Elon Musk, VO. We did design the car to North American requirements because if you start going with the superset of all international requirements, it forces a lot of constraints on Cybertruck that would make the product, frankly, worse, he said. So, I think we'll need to make a special version that is, for example, China compliant or Europe compliant. But it really doesn't make sense to add that complexity until we've achieved a higher volume production on the Cybertruck. And you can never guess how it turns out from here on out, because while Musk's statement is considerate and all, there's the weight issue. A fully loaded Cybertruck weighs a hefty 3,500 kilograms. That's 7,716 pounds, over 4 metric tons. That makes the Cybertruck fall under a Category C1 vehicle, the same category as ambulances and some motorhomes. That's heavier than some small commercial trucks. And if that wasn't enough, some regulators are pointing to the design itself as a major problem. The truck's sharp, angular edges don't meet safety standards in places like Germany and Japan, where vehicles must have soft, rounded corners to minimize injury risks. But weight and design aren't the only issues here, because what happens next could turn Cybertruck owners into lawbreakers overnight. The UK has already taken action, impounding at least one Cybertruck. Other European nations are now looking into doing the same. In Japan, new legislation could prevent it from ever being sold there. And in Australia, lawmakers have expressed concerns over its size and safety, making its approval uncertain. But it gets even worse. Experts warn that if Tesla can't resolve these issues, Cybertruck owners could end up with vehicles they can't legally drive. Imagine spending thousands of dollars on a truck only to discover it's banned from public roads. A nightmare scenario for both Tesla and its customers. And just when you think things couldn't get any worse, there's one more factor that could spell disaster for the Cybertruck, something that has nothing to do with safety at all. Even after all that, regulators aren't finished with Tesla yet. They've introduced their biggest roadblock so far. We're about to break down the 3 major factors making this situation even more complicated. First, the Cybertruck isn't just violating safety rules, it's also facing serious legal roadblocks. In Europe, every vehicle needs something called type approval before it can be sold and driven on public roads. This is a strict certification process that ensures cars meet safety, environmental, and design regulations. But here's the problem. Tesla hasn't gone through this process yet, meaning the Cybertruck technically isn't street legal in most of Europe. Second, let's talk about speed and weight limits. In many countries, trucks over a certain weight are required to have special speed limiters installed. The Cybertruck doesn't have one. And because of its massive battery pack, it exceeds weight restrictions in places like the UK and Germany, making it even harder for Tesla to get approval. All of this puts Tesla in a difficult position. The company could try to modify the Cybertruck for international markets, softening the design and adjusting its weight, but that would take time and money. Even if Tesla manages to get approval in some countries, the bans in others could still limit sales and damage its reputation. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get more complicated, new information has come out that could change